CD-Rom has arrived like it's 1982. The Colonel Panic of the Lolcow crew. Kicked off May now, it's elevation, now we runs tech talk. A Lolcow operation, 40-year-old virgin with a heart unsure. Speed runs love but can't find the cure. No cutscene, no pause, no shame. Tech talk's alive again, he's in the end game. Lolcow. Tech talk, tech glitches hit but we reload the code. Lolcow. Tech talk, crashing hard, running stealth and incognito mode. It's the tech talk, frozen screens, whole stream gets rocked. It's the tech talk, this might skip, forget the plot, run it. Tech means tension, hands start to shake. One wrong comment and his voice might break. Lee sees in the frame, eyes sharp and cold. Her glance alone can crack his whole heart racing hard like a speed run split. Eyes go wide when the chat throws hits. He don't rage, he just overloads. Anxiety peaks and the whole stream slows. Trying to stay calm but the system stalls. Clip in real time, no edit, no walls. Lights too bright, now the screen goes black. Head in his hands, I just need to bounce back. But he's live, and the countdown's cruel. Fakes a laugh with his eyes on full fuel. Drop from main, now he runs the wreck. Sweat through takes like a mic check mess. Will it be love, or did he sink by dipping the company pen in the company ink? Why we're worried, built from pain. But he held his faith like a diamond tied to a chain. Even through faults that crashed his day, he debunked the fear and chose to stay. Welcome Tech Talk, tech glitches hit but we reload the code. Welcome Tech Talk, crashing hard, running stealth in incognito mode. It's the Tech Talk, frozen screens, whole stream gets rocked. It's the Tech Talk, this might skip, forget the plot, run it.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the Colonel Panic of the YouTube Technology Podcast sector. This is Lolcow Tech Talk. Good morning. It's Wednesday, August 6th, and for once, it might be a good day today. For a multitude of reasons, the least of which is that I have a short day at work today, so that's really freaking nice. I get to see my friends, I get to see a cool show in a city over, and it would remain such a good day if there wasn't always so much junk going on in the rest of the world. But it's too early to get there. We will get there no matter what. But before we do, we must do the most important thing in the show's history, and that's say hello to the co-host. Hi, Lisi.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm feeling a lot better this morning.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. What happened?
Okay. So this is gonna be like really boring, so sorry guys. I got into a car accident back in December, and I got like a neck injury because of it, and so ever since, like, I occasionally get like really bad migraines, and like they make me like physically sick, like they have me like throwing up sick. Unfortunately, that's what happened yesterday, and I do apologize, but it seems like you had a really fun show with Rostov, not gonna lie.
We did pretty good together. So that was an interesting dynamic. I think we knew for a while that that I'd be able to do a show with Rostov. Spending time on Aussie is like one of the first things I did when I got here. I spent a lot of time there just when I was in the trying to get my name out section. part of like trying to get into this community. So, but
Yeah.
Rastov's a good dude. I thank him profusely for backing me up yesterday. He didn't need to do that, but Rastov is a team player. He's willing, he'll slap you in the face one day and then he'll help you the next. So
Mhm.
it's always an interesting dynamic around here. Either way, I thank him for just kind of like being there yesterday. It really helped.
Yeah.
So you've been like migraines make you physically ill since the accident?
Yeah, yeah, they like it's not very often, but when it does happen, I am like down for the count for a little
Mm.
bit.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I don't know if I've ever like really had a migraine. I really pray that I don't. Like I don't know. I was saying like I almost collapsed at work again yesterday. I don't know what happened. I like there's this screen that we have just outside of our department. It's broken. We got a new one, and I was kind of just messing with this TV mount. I was trying to figure out how to get it off, and
Mhm.
I like there's the TV can come out, the mount will extend out, but it kind of gives you just like a little bit of space to get in between to get right behind the TV, right? And
Yeah.
I got my headphones on, I'm listening to Local Balls, and I'm trying to look at this mount. And basically the position kind of has me bent backwards just a little bit to squeeze behind the TV, and it's the second
Mhm.
time it's happened where I just got this really intense bout of vertigo while I was trying to work on the TV, and I'm like, whoa, whoa! And I just kind of like I got out and I just braced myself against a wall until it passed. Like I went over to my team and I'm like, you guys go mess with that TV. There's something wrong. Like every time I try to mess with that TV, I get sick. So I don't know. I don't know what's
It's the
happening with that.
TV. The TV must be haunted.
Oh, it must be at this stage. It's already broken. What else could be wrong with it? Well, so I didn't know you messed up your neck in the accident.
Yeah, it's my neck, my lower back, my shoulder, and my knees.
Oh, thank God. I thought
Um,
you were gonna sing a song for a second.
that was really bad. That
Damn it.
was not.
I thought it was
That
funny.
was
All right, fine, fine, fine. My neck, my back. All right, keep going. Devastator gets it. Thank you. All right, go. All right, I started something. You were saying?
oh. So I actually have to get surgery on my knee, my right knee, because I have a torn meniscus and it's not getting better.
Ah,
Um, and then I have a tear in my shoulder as well, so that like hurts like a bitch all the time. Um, and I have to get injections in my back occasionally
ugh.
to help with pain.
Well, the it'll be worth it this weekend. What did you? So, yeah, jeez. What did they tell you what you did to your neck?
Um, yeah. So I have a pinched nerve.
That'll do it.
And then they also said that I have what's it called? There's something wrong with my disc. Like I have like a disc at like the base of my neck and
You have
like
a
the
slipped
disc,
one.
I don't know. I forget. And then like the disc like at like the end of my spine. So both of those I forget what it is, but they both have the same thing.
It sounds like you have a pinched nerve and a slipped disc. I think.
I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that one.
Okay, I'm not certain. I've had friends that have had disc issues in their spine before or in their neck. Um,
Mhm.
it might fix itself if they're more worried about your leg and your shoulder, then that's probably a good sign. Um, what's the road to recovery on both of those look like?
Um Injections, an ablation maybe. Uh, yeah, that's it.
I
Just
feel like I've heard that
injections
word
to see.
before, but I don't know what it
An
means.
ablation is like they pretty much like fry off the nerve endings to so
Ooh,
that you don't feel pain.
oh, that sucks. So that means they can't actually fix it.
Yeah, no, they're not like fixable things. They're just like things that I have to work with pain management for.
Oh no, that sucks. That's for which one? Your shoulder or your leg?
That's for my back and my neck and my back. They're not fixable. They're just pain management. My shoulder, I'm in physical therapy for that. And then my knee, again, surgery and then
Oh
physical
man.
therapy.
I'm sorry to hear that. That's a bummer.
Mm, It's fine.
Um,
It's
huh.
fine. I mean, like, it's just life. I'm like, I've got a lawsuit because of it, so like,
Hey, that might get you something. So like when you got in an accident, like who is at fault?
so the person behind me, because I was hit from behind into the person in front of me.
Okay, real freaking hard.
Yeah, well, so I was hit like from behind pretty hard. But they like I was in the middle of braking when they hit me and it scared the shit out of me. And this isn't the first car accident I've been in, but like
Hmm.
I was just so like I was so caught off guard that I lifted my foot off the brake and so like I pretty much just like went straight into the car in front of me and that was
Uh-huh.
like the most damage.
Oh, okay.
But it was deemed like the person behind me's fault because if they didn't hit me, then I wouldn't have hit the person in front of me.
So that's happened to me before, except that the last time it happened, I was the final car in a accident of four. So I got hit, but I didn't
Mm,
end up hitting anything else. Uh, um, Ugh. Yeah, I'll tell you which car got the worst of it. The second car. Ugh. There's the car that caused the accident. It was I was driving to work and I heard I like I'm driving. I'm trying to mind my own business and you hear bang and I go what the and then it happens again bang. I go what the hell's that? And I look at my rear view. The car behind me's trying to veer out the way but can't. And then I get hit and it was funny. I told my best friend when he asked me about it, that the most amusing part of the accident, because you don't find a lot of this stuff amusing, is how fast the anger just kind of left my body. Because it's like you get hit
yeah.
in that and you're like oh and I'm just immediately I was like all right. I was the final car. I didn't hit nothing. If anything, I'm gonna get compensated for this, right? So it's like
Yeah.
what the hell can you do in that situation? At least I can drive my car to work when this is all done. I just got to get the information. But damn, man, that stinks. I think
Yeah,
I
it totaled out my car too. So that like and it was a new car. I only had that car for like 3 months because I was clipped by a semi when it was turning. And so that totaled out like my old car.
yikes.
I have like really like if I had really bad luck like last year when it came to cars. Like it was yeah. I was so annoyed. I just got like I mean, so I had a Chevy Malibu and so that's the one that got clipped and it ended up fucking up the frame, so it
Hmm.
got totaled. Or no, it didn't fuck up the frame, but it was just it cost more to fix it than the car was worth. So it was totaled out. And then I had a Nissan Sentra and that's the one that was in that accident. So that one was like pretty much beyond repair. Um,
Man,
and then I just decided to go big or go home, and I got a Hyundai Kona, and I'm in love with her, like
what
in love. She
what's
has
the
white
what
interior.
I
Hmm?
I have a Hyundai. What's the Kona? Is it an SUV? Is it
Uh,
sedan?
it's a, it's not a sedan. I forget what it's called,
A coupe?
but like no, it's like I guess like a smaller SUV. Fuck,
Okay.
what
Hyundai. You know
is
what? Now you got me wondering.
what is a
A Kona?
Hyundai Kona?
Let's
Yeah,
see.
a
It is.
small SUV.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's a
Ha
It's
like
a mini SUV. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Cool. So interesting. All right. There's. So you like it? What do you like the most about it?
Um, Probably the screen. So like it has like this huge well, it's considered like two screens, but they're like so like together that I can like it looks like one screen, but it's got this huge like
Infotainment system?
screen. Yeah, like yeah, it's got like this huge screen that's like
Mm-hmm.
this big.
Mm-hmm.
And I just like I love how sleek it is. It has a white interior and I'm like obsessed with that. Like everything about it is just so pretty. Like so pretty. I get so many compliments on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's
She's
that's real
sh-
cool.
she's a
Uh
looker.
Awesome. All right. So something I think that I forgot to do yesterday was add. We got a pay pig yesterday, which was pretty impressive.
Did we? Fuck
Yeah,
yeah.
which is awesome. I forgot to add that person to the members goal, so I just updated that. Everyone, please make sure that you're liking the stream this morning. Let's get discoverability up and just try to rock this show the best we can. A reminder that we're about a quarter of the way to that Pokemon cosplay stream. We got a long way to go on the Cops and Robbers stream. We want to make that happen. So if you're loving what you're seeing here, remember to member up. Or if you're feeling like having some good karma today, make sure that you give some membership to some of the less fortunate. Also, it can sometimes, sometimes clicking buttons can lead to an accident. But you know what isn't an accident? You want to know what isn't an accident, Lisi?
What?
Making your way to the Lolcow Tech Talk store, where you can find so many cool items there with more to come. The Tech Queen Glammy Throne Tee is still here. It is now a legacy item. Get it before it's gone if it ever leaves. Show your girl Glammy some love because she's going through it. Or the What Tech Support t-shirt is great. This is something I always used to do to Glammy whenever she said something outlandish, and I'll be doing the same thing whenever I think Lisi tells me something outlandish. It's just the amount of appropriate response for the stupidest IT question you've ever heard. We also love Colonel Panic around here. Colonel Panic's coming back, y'all. We got more Colonel Panic merch coming, but in the meantime, you can grab this really cool mouse pad or the neon circuit pad is also something that would complement your office real freaking nicely. And as always, the signature hoodie, I have mine. I love it. It's great. It's real premium. Get it. They're hot. They're awesome. And you all heard that Keemstar mentioned that windbreakers are coming. I can't wait. I've seen the early draft of ours and it looks really cool. So here's hoping that those prototypes come in sooner than later so we can finally get those added to the store. Right freaking on. All right. But enough about us. Let's talk about you. We were talking about you. I don't really know. So how's the rest of your day? Beyond like waking up yesterday morning. I imagine you might have had it rough. Did you find out you needed the surgery yesterday?
No, I found out I needed the surgery on Tuesday.
Okay. So you knew for a
Monday?
little bit.
Yesterday was Tuesday. Bro, my days are off.
Yeah,
I'm
you got me doing it.
I found out Monday. I had like the doctor's appointment for my knee on Monday. I had the doctor's appointment for my back on Tuesday.
Oh, okay, got it. So, all right. Okay, all right, cool. Yes.
What's it called? But there was something that I saw on Nerds and I completely forgot to research on it. But I saw that like Rastov and Billy are declaring war in the LCU.
Yeah, it's like they were playing kind of like a game of Risk on balls, which looked really cool, and I guess Nerds took offense to how small their land area was. Something of the like.
And then they were talking about who they would alliance with, and Zay made a really good point. Like, as much as I trust Billy, I don't trust Rastov for shit.
Why's that?
Okay. I mean, you said it earlier. He's a snake. Like, he flip-flops. Like, I might as well call him a
Well,
fucking
hold on.
chancleta. Like,
I didn't call him a snake. I'm very careful about
you
calling.
did. You, in a roundabout way, you called him a snake. Whether you want to admit it or not, that's what you did.
All right, maybe I did. I'll have to think my words through more carefully. Okay. Yeah, I continue.
Why? That's so boring. Like, I keep telling you, stop holding back. Stop, like, overthinking things. Like,
It's that
you said what you meant. Like, you meant what you said, and what you said implied that Rostov's a snake. And according to everyone else, they agree.
Well,
listen, two things can exist at the same time. He can be very helpful.
Yeah.
And snaky.
Yeah.
Why are you defending him? He literally, like, what was it? What was it? It was 700?
794
out of 500?
Yes.
794, 500?
Yes.
Yeah. Why are you defending him? And then he made a comic, like, he made a fucking, like, fan art thing about it, or whatever, like a GIF.
I don't know. I'm weird about stuff like this because I don't like attracting undue attention to the show or to myself. Like, I like having eyes on for the show. I appreciate having everybody that comes to watch, but like if I'm not I don't have the bandwidth to go through the nonsense that a lot of other hosts do with each other, because I've got like this and then I've got my real life that I have to attend to. So it's different for me. So I'm careful about what I get myself into. I mean, I might have said something about Rostov around the time that I got kicked from live, and that's probably how I felt. I must have felt that way because I let some things happen. But I don't know. I don't want to insult him in one hand and then thank him in the other. Like, I just want to be authentic to people.
It is being authentic. It's being fake as fuck if you're watching your words and only thanking him when he did you dirty. That is so fake.
Okay.
Saying you can, like, again, two things, people don't realize this. Two things can exist at the same time. Mm-hmm. All right? We can be mad at someone and be thankful to them.
You're right. You got
like, we can be like, this was fucked up, but thank you for this.
Right.
That is the most authentic version of yourself.
That's true. No, you got me thinking. And
I get that you want to run, like, tech talk seriously.
Mm-hmm.
I respect that. But this is tech talk in the LCU. You're gonna have to get into some beef someday.
It's true. I just don't want to get bored with it. That's part of the problem. But if everybody's I don't know. If everybody's satisfied with the status quo around here, then fine. I'll play into it a little further. But there's that. Wait a minute.
I think it was so dope. Like, I am thankful for Rostov for filling in yesterday. Mm-hmm. I really am. Like, I caught up with the show. He was really in it. And actually, that was awesome. Like kudos to you. Thank you, Rostov, for that. Like, mm-hmm. That means a lot. Point blank period.
Do you, what was I just reading? Someone in the chat said that, Local Update says that you want me and Rostov fighting over you. What do you have to say to that?
Why would I want that?
I don't know.
I don't want Rostov.
I don't know.
First off, there's so many logistics to that just, like, have me in shivers. Like, first off, no thank you. In the kindest way. Second off, isn't he in fucking, like, Timbuktu?
He's from New Zealand, yeah.
Timbuktu! Yeah. So fucking, like, what?
Okay. All right, respect.
I still don't know what Keem was talking about when he called me and was like, Rostov tricked you. And I was like, okay, I don't care. Want us to play the clip? Go ahead on your own time. I'm out. Like,
right.
I still have no idea what he was talking about. I haven't watched that episode back. And I still have no idea what the fuck he was going on about.
Mm-hmm. Oh, jeez. All right, what can you do about it? Okay, so let's I guess let's get into a few things. Do I even have I don't even have the docket pulled up. That's my fault. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me grab that. Interesting things happening lately. It's an interesting time to be alive.
CD, you didn't even work on your part of the docket.
I know. That's my fault. Did you oh, you grabbed stuff yesterday?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
awesome.
actually, I did most of it. I did most of it this morning before stream. I was up a little early.
Oh, okay.
But I had my notes and shit that I wanted. I just copy and pasted
Oh
it
no,
in.
this is okay. I can with what we're gonna talk about later. I can fly off the cuff on it. I feel pretty confident about it. But that's on me though. I was putting focus into getting the stream scheduled last night. I forgot to switch after that into just putting a few things on the docket. I have to I'm still kind of like in a readjustment period being back on Tech Talk, so that's my fault. Okay. So, oh, there's a link to this. Okay, I see what's happening here. So, we have a couple of clips. I don't know if we're going to use all of them, but here. Oh, actually, they're all from live.
What are the
Okay.
clips? What are the clips of?
So they are related to yesterday, which to the big story in the LCU right now, which revolves around Radio Sega. So
Okay.
I guess let's start talking about that. So
Right.
for those uninitiated, if you're just kind of joining us this week, you're living under a rock or whatever you have going on. You forgot what?
I forgot my coffee upstairs.
You want to go get it?
I'll get it in a bit.
Okay.
I'm so comfy.
So on Friday, I got a message from the head administrator. Like, I'll give everybody the cliff notes. I got a message from Viper, the administrator of Radio Sega. They decided to part ways with me because of my affiliation here. It's unfortunate. It's frustrating. And they didn't say anything to me before they decided to send me a message that they were going to just remove me from staff. So whatever method that Viper's trying to engage here, I know Viper enough to know that this was probably his attempt at being amicable, but this was not amicable. This might be amicable for him, but this is really upsetting for me. I was really passionate about working for or doing stuff for Radio Sega. I believed in what they wanted to do. I believed in the community they were trying to create, and I believed in them. I believed at a lot of what they were doing there. I was for several years. I was one of their just radio team members. I had 2 shows there that were broadcasted live on the station and then archived for podcasting. I think they're still both available on TerraPlayer, thank God, because there was allegedly they might have threatened to remove me from the archives, but they have definitely removed me from the Discord. So there was a staff Discord and a community Discord. I've been removed from both. Allegedly, they have removed every message I ever sent in that Discord. So it's really sad. They wouldn't talk to me about anything. I begged Viper to kind of just talk to me about this because chances were that this was some sort of misunderstanding and we could work this out. He is insistent on not talking to me. I tried to send a message to any of the other staff that I was on good terms with, because I was on good terms with everybody there. I never rubbed anybody the wrong way, but nobody in there is interested in speaking with me. If they were, they would have messaged me back. So it's sad. And we're now at the stage where Keem knows about this, and he, on some level, feels insulted because let's call a spade, this firing from this community is completely unjust. It's some sort of guilt by association because I know and work with Keemstar. And on some level, that's really insulting to Keemstar because Keemstar didn't know or care about Radio Sega. He doesn't give a damn. Like, go ahead.
Sorry, I just want to butt in here. I have like one comment to make, which I feel like I haven't heard anyone make this. Why the fuck did they not just say, hey, we aren't comfortable with you in the LCU? Like you're gonna have to pick.
Welcome.
If that's how they felt, why didn't they offer you? Why didn't they give you a chance to fucking pick between there or here?
Welcome to my nightmare. There could be a number of reasons why they did that. If I were to take a guess at why, the first of which is because they probably know that I get paid for this, and doing everything over at Radio Sega is completely volunteer. So they might know that I had no reason to pick Radio Sega over the LCU. The second theory is that they're hiding something. They're hiding things about their lives that they don't want Keem to dig up. And I get the feeling that might be the case because one of the things that Viper said was that my involvement with the LCU was putting their staff at risk. And I didn't understand why, because I did not go out of my way to mix the two. A reminder that everybody at Radio Sega I had not spoken to for 7 months. I did the panel at MagFest in January, and then I didn't do or say anything to them for a while. I just went to go and do...
Zeepish super chatted $9.99. CD, are you a undercover furry?
I'm getting so tired of getting asked this question. No, I'm not.
I was gonna ask you that question later. Thank you for the super chat, but fuck, I was gonna ask that question myself, y'all.
Thank you, Zeepish. No, the answer is no. I don't have any ties to the furry community. I think it's gross.
You're a little angry. You're a little angry there.
Well, I'm angry about a lot, but I'm not a furry. Never was a furry, and I'm never gonna be one. Do I like Sonic games? Yeah, sure. It doesn't mean I draw art. I'm not an artist. I don't have a creative bone in my freaking body. So, no, I'm not a brony. I'm not a furry. I'm not a lolly. I'm not any sorts of freaking internet degeneracy. Gino already ran the background check on me and can find nothing. You want to know something? That's by design. I don't have anything to hide. I'm not a degenerate.
Y'all heard it here, folks. Welcome
Never
to
was.
Tech
I'm
Talk.
never gonna be. The rest of you that are involved in some degenerate nonsense can take it and shove it up your ass.
Tell us how you really feel.
Normally, I don't give a damn. I really don't. Normally, so like everybody's tagging me incessantly on Discord. Did you know? Did you know? Did you have any ties to this? No, of course I didn't. You think I would have stayed if I knew? I didn't care. It's not in my nature to go digging into the personal lives of other people. I went to Radio Sega. I did my work. I left.
Rody super chatted $10. CD, it's okay. I've seen the Big the Cat costume. I still love you.
It's always frickin' Big the Cat.
M1T Reach 0 super chatted $10. CD-Rom, I could have swore I saw you at too many games dressed as a furry complete with a fox tail. Thoughtful face emoji.
Oh shoot, you saw my evil clone. I was never at too many games. I've never been there. Wanna go, but I've never been there. Thank you for the super chats. So everyone's like, well, why do you want to go back so bad? Well, truth be honest, since this whole thing started, I'm currently rethinking it. I felt like it was really important to my legacy and to the things that I enjoy creating. Can I do without it? Sure. Have I been losing sleep over it since it started? No. Was I upset about it the moment it happened? Yes. Why? Because I felt because I'd been getting dicked around all week, and getting kicked from Radio Sega was the last thing to happen to me that week. So that was kind of just the cherry on top to everything that had gone wrong for me the weekend. And of course, the common denominator was affiliation to Keemstar. So I feel like I had reason to be decently and justifiably upset in the moment. Am I upset about it? Am I upset about it now? No. Not like it. I'm less upset about it. I just kind of want to wash my hands clean of the situation, and I really want to do that because I've tried. I tried to hold Keem back, and I tried to run damage control for Radio Sega before it was too late. I am incapable of stopping Keem, and nobody is willing to communicate with me. So whatever they have coming their way, I am incapable of doing anything about. They didn't want to do it for themselves, so guess what? Here are my hands. We're done. We're done. I'm incapable of doing anything else about it. Shinobi Ben's comment.
Yeah.
So let's see. Nothing. Sorry. Shinobi Ben, yeah, thank you for reminding me of my shame. I have things to delete. I totally forgot about those. So I like match 3 games, what can I say? Anyway. Do you have hold on.
Zeepish super chatted $9.99. Are you sure they didn't kick you cause you wouldn't transition into your fursona?
You're a jerk. You're a jerk, Zeepish. Thank you for being here, but you're a jerk. I don't have a fursona. I never had one. I'm never going to have one.
Probably. He's kidding.
See, now you guys have got me all sorts of Can you vamp for a second? Everybody's got me so
everyone's been complaining that like Tech Talk doesn't talk about tech. Okay, you know what? Fair. That's why like we've started doing like a little tech segment halfway through. So the beginning of Tech Talk, because to be fair, we hit most of our watchers like 5 o'clock onwards. So the beginning part of Tech Talk, that's where we kind of like catch up on everything, discuss some stuff, you know. But the later half today, we're going to be discussing Xbox versus PlayStation. Which one is supreme? I think we all know the real answer to that, but we'll get into it later.
Yeah, so we got more. We got just a few more things to go on about. Hold on. Pecan, not to be rude, Bean's got a hate mob after what happened with you. Now Sega too. Are you worried that if the date goes bad with Lacey, she'll experience that too? The thought of it is in the back of my head, but I don't. But the situation, I don't know if that's a fair comparison. The situation with me and Lacey is completely different. So I don't think and also Lacey's kind of been in the public eye for a while, so she's more familiar with this. I have faith and confidence in her that she would be able to handle it appropriately. I mean, do you want to answer? How do you feel about that?
I'm not like really worried about like if the date goes bad. Oh no, blah blah blah, I'll have all these people after me, because they're already after me anyways. So it's like I honestly don't see like the hate being any different from like I've already received it, and I just think it's like stupid and it's a little funny. It's a little funny, and it's good content. Like, I'm not even gonna front. Like, the hate is good content. So
there you go.
I mean, like, that's why when you were on live and you got kicked off and you were like really upset and you were convinced that like the world hated you, I was like, no, that's fire content. Like, in my head, I'm thinking like this is the perfect opportunity because people want to see how you react to this, and like they want to see you grow and be like watch your villain arc, if anything.
Well, yeah,
you know, they can say that that was your villain origin story, and they've been there since then.
Yeah, and I'm starting to come around on it. Things around here are always moving very, very quickly, and it is probably the biggest challenge in my entire life, just trying to keep up with it. It's I'm not used to how fast the content cycle moves and how fast the wheels turn, but every day I'm spending here is a day that I'm spending just learning to do and to be and do better. And I must be getting somewhere if I got people like Buff that are telling me that I've improved over the past 3 months. So that's that's probably the healthiest way that I can look at this.
Yeah. It also helps that when someone like shits on me, it gives me an excuse to like shit on them back, and that's just so fun.
That's true.
Like that's like I don't think people understand like how fun it is to like go back and forth with someone that's like, you're a whore and you're nothing but an e-thought. Okay, Anne, especially women. Like, I think it's funny when, like, it's the women saying these things, because at that point, like, the only way I perceive it is jealousy. I'm like, oh, you're jealous. You're jealous, huh? You wish that was you, huh? You really wish you could be an e-thought. But, like, at the same time, like, I'm not. Like, I'm sorry that I like these headphones. My dad got them for me. Like... I'm sorry that I'm pretty. I don't know what people want from me, because if I was ugly, this wouldn't be happening. Like, if I was ugly, none of this would be happening. Let's start there.
No, I don't think you're ugly at all. So
I'm not ugly. I didn't say I was ugly. I'm saying if I was ugly.
No, I'm just reinforcing that you're definitely not ugly.
Yeah.
And anybody who says that you are needs to get their eyes checked. So
yes, these are my furry headphones. This is as close to a furry as I'll ever get, so let me live vicariously through that.
So, I have more questions for you, but I also don't quite think I'm totally done with the Radio Sega thing yet. So let me backtrack a little bit. We're at the stage right now where Keem is called the War Dogs. And Keem is trying to look for information, but he's still, the diplomatic path is still kind of open, but it won't be open for much longer. Interestingly enough, Keem has, and this is the move I didn't see coming, Keem has demanded that administration of Radio Sega move 100% over to me. Now, I appreciate his faith in me. Okay. Hi, Mr. Bear. Yeah, I gathered. Hi, Mr. Bear, how are you? Yeah? Uh-huh. That's cool. Glad to have you. Okay. No, I'm not going to do this. So I'm not putting a lot of stock into that happening where Radio Sega gets moved over to me. It would be a very interesting passion project, though, if it did. I don't know how I would manage it. I don't know what I would do with it. I would need to really, really assemble, like, if that happens, I would really need to kind of like assemble the Avengers, right? To get my team together and get somebody that would really help me figure that out. So I don't know what's gonna come out of this, but if Keem goes particularly hard, maybe there's an avenue back to Radio Sega, but it's the one avenue that nobody saw coming. Either way, I don't really care. I'm kind of done with it right now. I'm kind of over it. Whatever happens is going to happen, and I did what I could. I'm ready to just sit down and watch. All right. That said, you good? Got your coffee?
Yeah.
Happy
oh, with my Starbucks cup. Look, you can see.
Oh yeah, let's see it. Which one is it today?
Brand June super chatted $20 CD. Let's say you could go back in time and choose to not tell Keem about the letter or Radio Sega. Would you do anything differently?
That's a good question.
I haven't had enough time to think about that.
Yeah, honestly, really good question. Like, do you regret this being out in the open now? Do you regret Keem calling war on Radio Sega?
I don't know if I'm prepared to answer that question. I think I want to see how it plays out a little bit further and see what information comes out.
So the answer is not right now. Like, no, you aren't regretting it at this point in time.
I'm not convinced that I regret it. I'm not convinced that I'm and I'm also not convinced that I'm totally for it. I have to see what information comes out of the rest of the week and the rest of the month, essentially. Yeah. If it comes out that each of the people that I thought were my friends are awful people, then guess what I'm gonna say? No, I don't regret it. Like they like, I'm capable of having a little compassion, but if that's a thing, I'll say that, like, yeah, these people shouldn't be building a community for anything. Like that, they're dangerous to society. Yada yada yada. This, that, and the third. But right now, I have to be honest. Some of what it feels like right now is just exposing a lot of people for some of their own personal interests. I'm not interested in being a furry. I'm not interested in engaging with the furries, but also the furry community never really went out of their way to do anything to me either. So why do I need to go out of their way to hate them? I'll drop like thinly veiled insults to the furry community any day of the week. I get it. I've always said that I think the funniest thing about internet degeneracy is that the most depraved person on the internet can always drop the line, yeah, I'm into this, but at least I'm not a furry, right? So that's always been the funniest thing to me about the furry community. But going after the furry community or people that really find animatronics from Five Nights at Freddy's sexy for whatever reason, those people don't bother me. They don't physically bother me, right? They don't go out of their way to involve themselves in my life, tell me that I'm a bad person for being a Christian, or I'm a bad person for liking anything that I like. It's a matter of, why should I waste my time on them? Seriously, why?
Zeepish super chatted $9.99. Isn't cosplaying as Pokemon kind of the same as being a furry?
That's news to me. I would seriously hope not, because
you think cosplay is the same as being a furry? No, I'm not wearing a fursuit. I'm wearing an outfit. What?
Yeah, it's a little different.
Thank you for the dono, but be so fucking for real.
It's a little different. I don't think that counts. So
yeah.
What the
you dress up as an animal. I mean, no, it's not an animal.
I don't understand this comment. CD loves hairy woman.
Fictional creature.
CD loves hairy woman. That's why he was obsessed with Beans. Say it's a lie. What? Beans wasn't hairy. What are you talking about? I'm so confused by that comment. All right, ignoring that. I will. This question is something I might want to revisit, maybe like a week or two from now. Right now it's just sad. It's just sad for everybody. And I don't want to be sad forever.
Well, it's mostly entertaining content for Keem.
Oh, of course it is. Keem knows Keem knows exactly what he's doing. I don't say.
Well,
I'm not.
I also feel like you know what you're doing. I don't think it's all Keem. I think you as well have a part to play in that. Well, I mean, by even bringing it up, you've brought attention to it, and then you've entertained Keem kind of going all nuclear on this.
Well, it's like, what else can I do, right? So I I have a phrase that I said to Rastov a number of times when I was kind of starting out here. Like maybe about a month and a half in, I told him, I would tell him I'm starting to see the Matrix. And what I just what I mean by that is I'm figuring this game out, because you got to figure I wasn't a big drama guy. I didn't come from the drama community. I was very aware of who Keemstar was and what he did, and or what he used to do, with the projects that he used to engage himself in. And from my perspective, like, if you work with Keemstar, like, you're in. You like, Keemstar knows what he's doing. Like, anybody would be blessed to work with Keemstar, because Keemstar is intimately aware with intimately in the know about how YouTube works and how to get the money out of YouTube. So when tryouts happened here, that's what I saw. That's the opportunity I chased. And through my hard work and perseverance, that's the opportunity I got. Now, the job description kind of comes with needing to entertain and discuss the things that I might not always want to talk about. And yeah, on a number of levels, I don't like talking about this Radio Sega stuff. I don't, but I'm going to do it anyway, because I know that this is what the people want to hear about. So I guess maybe you're right. I don't know what that says about me. I would hope it just says that I'm just a guy that wants to entertain and wants to learn how to be his best version of himself around here.
Yeah. No, I get that. And, I feel like that's all you can do, is try to be the best version of yourself and, try to apply yourself more to the situations.
Mm-hmm.
But also, stop being apprehensive to speak your mind.
It's something I'm working at.
You're so worried about, like, people's opinions and how they're going to perceive you, and, like, not getting into potential issues that you're cucking the content.
Well, so in fairness to me, there's two things I want to say about that. The first is that every day I'm learning to be a little less worried about that. It's part of my character arc, right? It's part of my growth and my development here. It's something I'm working on. Believe me, I get it. And the second thing is that that's not something that I can also always be cognizant about, just like not doing, because I have a very, very good job outside of this. And it's the kind of thing.
I'm not saying say something offensive. I'm not saying, like, say something that's life ruining, because I have a job outside of this. I have a very important, like, corporate type job
right
outside of this. And I watch what I say, but, like, just in the sense that I'm not saying anything that's offensive. I'm not using any sort of, like, not that anyone really should, but any sort of, like, offensive language or slur or anything like that. Like, I'm going to, like, watch myself. Not that I would say those, like, in any instance, but, like, I just make sure, like, I'm not saying anything that would, like, offend a particular community.
Yeah, I get you. It's something I'm thinking over.
GTS is not my corporate job. Twiggy.
Yes, Twiggy.
Hey guys, I hate to interrupt and I can't turn my camera on because I'm on the toilet, but can you please tell your chat to stop saying that I do drugs and that I boof stuff? Do you know what boofing is, CD-Rom?
Yeah, that's... Do you know what boofing is, CD?
I'm assuming that
that's when you do...
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, tell me.
It's when you do drugs and alcohol up the booty.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
I do not do drugs. I just want to make that very clear for the umpteenth time, okay? Look, do these eyes look like eyes that do drugs?
Yes. Listen, you asked. You shouldn't have asked, dog. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
You see that face? You see that face in my profile picture? That's how I feel right now.
Twiggy, more like Tweaky.
No, yeah, very original, very original. They started that one 6 months ago, Lychee.
Uh-oh. There it is.
Very original, very original. I unironically get called that in real life.
I know we've had our ups and downs, but I just want to say that I am in full support of everything you have going on. I don't want to talk about it too much on like our stream because it's getting enough attention in the on
Super chatted $10. CD, we believe you, regardless of the jokes people are making. You got this. Focus on the positive. Enjoy your date this weekend and don't let this stupid furry stuff dominate your thoughts.
Oh, believe me, I will. So anyway, I only did that to get to I just wanted
that.
I just wanted to see your face. I'm sorry. Thank you, Christine. I appreciate it.
I think CD is the one on drugs. Don't worry, Twiggy. Listen,
no,
public
CD
service announcement. Public service announcement. No one here right now does drugs.
No.
Thank you.
Yep.
I can't speak for other hosts, but no one here does drugs.
Yeah.
Except maybe Twiggy on the weekends.
Stop that. No, not even on the weekends. Not even on the weekends. I'm very busy on the weekends, I'll have you know. But CD-ROM, as I was saying, I'm in full support of you. I think you were done dirty. I think to dedicate 10 years to something is I mean, that just shows loyalty, right? Because most people can't even hold the same job for 10 years. And you did this. I don't know whether or not you're paid. Doesn't matter, right? If you're volunteering, 10 years, right? If you're paid 10 years, it doesn't matter.
Right.
But I don't think that you should be, I don't think you should have allegations out that you're some kind of furry or creep because people who were involved with this company were, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think that's completely unfair. I had a manager who was a creep. He was arrested in a raid while we were working at the grocery store I was working at. Has nothing to do with me.
Right. Absolutely. I appreciate that, man, because like the concept of guilty by association is something that constantly rubs me the wrong way. And I don't know if I've ever said it out loud, but like there's a word. One of my dirty words is perception. Perception is probably the word in the dictionary that I hate the most because people treat perception like it's reality in blatant disregard of the facts, and that's
it's like there's a YouTube term we use called optics, right? Bad optics. We've all heard about it.
Yep.
But even like this is something you were passionate about, right? You were very passionate about speed running, and just because there's people who are also sharing that same passion who are into some pretty weird things has nothing to do with you. And I don't know how big this company was. I don't know the full details, right? I don't know if you even knew that people were associated with this kind of thing. But at the end of the day, who cares? You were passionate about it. You were doing your own thing. How does what they're doing in their private time have anything to do with you?
Exactly. Exactly.
But that's all I have. I just wanted to come in and say that I don't do drugs. I also wanted to say the stuff that I just said. You guys heard it. Anywho, I got a wipe, so y'all have a great one.
Oh my god. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Yo, you can't make this shit up.
No, you can't. You can't.
What is this community? What are these hoes?
It's wild. It's wild. Thank you, Twiggy. And thank you guys. I know that you guys are kind of like giving me the you're you give me the business every day, and I understand it. I don't think you're doing it to be mean. What's up?
You need to update the goal.
Oh, yeah, thank you. I'm sorry. Hold on, let me do some math. 10, 20, 30, 40, 60, 80. Okay, hold on. Thank you, everybody who's donated this morning. Appreciate you. Damn it. It's too early for math. 95. I'm
How
sorry.
How much is it?
I'm hold on. I'm 265 in adding. Hold on a second. I'm thinking.
Adding what? What are you adding? Like how much?
$80.
80?
Yeah.
That's gonna be $345.
Okay, thank you. It's too early to count. Okay. All right, so nearly halfway to the cosplay stream. And we're still running the memberships for that Cops and Robbers stream, so get those in, guys. We want to see you hang with us. And we have to talk about if we're gonna try to stream any part of the events this weekend. I have an idea, but I mean, I don't know if we want to do it. How do you feel about it?
I'd prefer not to.
Yeah, me too. Honestly, at this stage, I think I'd rather just leave it alone. That's probably what we'll do.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll film some stuff just to kind of take the pressure off. But I think that like some of this is just getting a little too deep for the both of us. And me and Lacey just want to have a good time. So maybe we won't. And I'll just
I'd prefer not to.
And I'll just do something on Sunday. All right, let's talk about you for a second. So you were on Nerds yesterday.
I was on Nerds yesterday, and you were on Nerds yesterday.
I did. I joined up later. Care to talk to us a little bit about your time on Nerds?
Really, but sure.
We don't have to spend too much time on this. Just a little briefly.
I just don't really know what you want me to say. I mean, I was like, Zay asked me to come up. I went on Nerds. She asked me a few questions about like, what was going on. She asked, so she had Angie up there first, and she asked, so I guess AMAC had announced that they were considering stepping down from Chubby. And Zay brought up the possibility of me being on Chubby. And I entertained it. I'm not going to front. I did entertain it because, like, it wouldn't be good content if I shut it down, and I'm not going to do that to Zay and Buff. Like, I love them. Like, they're amazing. I watch Nerds every day. But that being said, I don't have the interest, and B, don't have the time because of the timing that Chubby is on, which is, I believe it's 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. for me, and I have to leave my house by 7 a.m. So it's just like, it wouldn't work. It really wouldn't. I brought up after my surgery, I could probably do it. Listen, I'm not trying to shark the water or anything like that. Like, it was all hypothetical. I personally really hope AMAC does not leave. I really like AMAC. We talk in the Discord occasionally. Like, I have no hard feelings. And also, like, it seemed to really upset Angie, and that's heartbreaking. Angie and AMAC, they really built Chubby. It was designed around them. So I really hope that they're able to work something out. Because that's, that is heartbreaking. That's heartbreaking. Losing a host that you really built something together with. Like when Zay and Buff were really upset and frustrated and thought that they might be on the chopping block, or that Keem was going to get rid of one of them. What?
Nothing. I'm listening.
Oh, okay. So like they said it best. Like, it's stupid to split them apart. I mean, AMAC, I respect that, it might be a struggle for you because of the time difference, et cetera, et cetera. It is very frustrating being in that time slot. It's frustrating being in our time slot, but I can't even imagine doing it from the West Coast. So that is a struggle. I respect your decision overall, but I also respect Angie's feelings on this, that, y'all built that shit together from the ground up. It was designed around the two of you. And, it is going to be heartbreaking for Angie if you leave.
For certain. And I think I kind of feel the same way about AMAC and Angie. I love them both. They both worked really, really hard to get into the LCU. And seeing it not work out for them when they finally got it would be really, really sad. So I also hope that they don't leave. I'm pretty certain that Chubby was 100% their idea. And I want them to rock that as long as they can. But it's also, it's really difficult when, you want to do the LCU for hobby or as just kind of like a second source of revenue because you can.
Sorry, real quick. I want to shout out the one and only Tina D in the comments. I love you.
Good morning, Tina. How are you?
I love you.
It's really sad when your big job, right? Your work starts to suffer because of it. Yeah, zombie. Thank you for the 1 gifted membership. Appreciate you doing that.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
So it's sad. There's really, and not to make this kind of like a depressing time, but like there's no other way to think about it. You can see that it's weighing on the both of them, and I just I hope they know that there are people that while they're still building their shows and their personalities, that there are people that really want them to stay and they want them to figure this out. I hope they can. I hope that AMAC can find the correct work-life balance and remain here. Lisi obviously wants nothing to do with Chubby. Like, she's not going there. She can't make it work either because of every reason she just gave. We're just playing the content game. That's all every single one of us is doing. I got things next to my mic. Sorry, this mic's a little more sensitive than I'm used to.
Fine. So it's officially 5 o'clock, which means it's tech time.
Yep, let's do it.
So, and also, shout out to CD's computer for having minimal technical difficulties today.
It's behaving itself. So I'm gonna run with it.
It's been freezing every now and then, but like nothing too bad.
All right, let's rock it. So, this was surprisingly, this was your idea. And I love it, because
surprisingly,
I don't know. I just looked for a buzzword. It was the wrong one. Sorry.
Surprisingly.
No.
So I planned out the entire week of our tech talk.
Hold on.
Technical.
Hold on. I'm in the wrong. I'm sorry. Do you know why that flew out of my mouth? And you know why? I'm not used to the other people finding the tech topics. Usually that's the stuff I have to do. So
yeah,
that didn't.
I
don't mean anything by it. No, you did. You did good. This is a really fun idea. So this combines my love for tech with also my love for video gaming. So I'm absolutely all about this. Give us the rundown. What's happening?
So, today we are going to be discussing PlayStation versus Xbox. Which one's supreme? And, like I said earlier, we all know the obvious option, which is going to be
Xbox.
PlayStation.
Alright, great. Here we go.
PlayStation.
Xbox.
PlayStation.
No, Xbox.
CD, come on, it's obviously PlayStation.
No, I hard disagree. I've held this stance for years. I don't care who entered the market first. I'm not Team PlayStation. I've never been Team PlayStation. I'm never gonna be Team PlayStation.
Yeah. So I've tried out both. So you have a biased opinion, and you know what? Yeah, we are gonna talk about who invented the wheel.
Care to repeat that?
I've tried both.
Yeah, I have both too. What's your point? I still enjoy playing on my Xbox more.
PlayStation paved the way. If you enjoy playing on your Xbox more, that's wild. Why do you enjoy playing on your Xbox more?
Community. That's been the strong point of Xbox's system since the 360.
So you were bullied too much on PlayStation, so you went to Xbox.
No. I wasn't bullied on PlayStation because I didn't get into PlayStation until mid-cycle PS4. That's how much I despise PlayStation. I didn't care. Every single one of my friends. So listen, you're trying to pick this fight with the wrong guy. To be fair, I wasn't team either of them for years. I was team Nintendo. So.
Oh. Like, I will say Nintendo reigns, the absolute god of supreme. Twiggy.
Yes?
Okay, so I know there's a chat delay, but I have to call you out, CD-ROM. Look, I love you, alright? I support you.
Mm-hmm.
But you're talking shit about PlayStation when you didn't even get into it until mid-cycle PS4. Did you even play the PS3?
I played...
That's what
I didn't own a PlayStation for myself until the PS4. I've played the PS4.
So
and
you
I
were
played the PS2,
already.
And I played the PS3.
So
And there's a freeze.
you're.
All right, to be fair, I'm biased towards Xbox. Xbox is objectively better. I just had to
saying
call this out.
Lies.
Thank you.
Lies. It is not objectively better. Y'all
is.
are some bullshit.
Okay, for one, there's a reason that PlayStation, especially during the PS3, only during the PS3, there's a reason that the PlayStation 3 never had to charge for online service, and it's because it sucked. It really did. PlayStation 3's service was garbage.
If PlayStation's so garbage, then how come, they have exclusives? They have way more.
They have exclusives because it's the only thing
than
that carries
Xbox.
them. Xbox doesn't need that.
Yep.
All right? And Xbox also has exclusives. Halo is great, right? And all the new Halos, they suck. They're ass. I'll be honest, right? But the old Halos carry Xbox. And it's because PlayStation...
Halo, that's it.
No, I'm not just Halo, all right? They have acquired Oblivion, all right? And they've been nice enough to still share those games with PlayStation because PlayStation needs it. PlayStation wasn't doing good recently, okay? And on top
They're not
of that,
doing good right now.
all right, Call of Duty, they're still sharing it. All right, they're a team player.
Absolutely.
All right, yeah, the Xbox One launch, it was kind of ass. We can all be honest. CD, you agree, right?
The Xbox One, the Xbox One floundered, and that was entirely Microsoft's fault.
Yeah.
The you know what did the Xbox One in? It was that it was the digital
always online.
Well, it was their presser. It was the press event for the
Okay,
announcement
you know
of
what?
the X1.
Fuck this! I feel ganged up upon, alright?
No,
CD is Team Xbox. Twiggy,
about.
you come up here and you're Team Xbox, and I'm the only one up here for PlayStation. That's fucked. I've got two men attacking me.
CD, may I, for one feeling ganged up upon, okay, that your opinion is literally retarded. I came in defending
Super chatted
PlayStation.
$10. Please CD. Explain to her DirectX and Hyper-V and how it's used to virtualized old stuff.
I'll get there.
No. So,
dude, she's delusional. CD.
You know what?
She is delusional.
No. So you know what, Twiggy? You want to have this argument with me? Fine. You said, "Oh, Xbox has Halo." Okay, PlayStation has The Last of Us, God of War, Spider-Man, Ghost of Tsushima, Bloodborne.
Actually,
those are all critically acclaimed.
They're not exclusive though.
They were originally.
They were
originally exclusives.
They're all on PC. PC's obviously the best. That's where I actually stand. But
yeah, of course.
Okay, Uncharted 1, fantastic. Great game. Okay, Uncharted 2, yeah, people like the story. People also hate the story because they killed Joel. Okay? Why would you do that? Why would you do that to have a character like Abby? You know, fuck Abby. Okay, I wish she got the virus. Fuck Abby. I hate Abby. Abby can suck my big toe. Okay? But also, on top of that, Uncharted, great. Movie, mid. But that doesn't carry a whole console. Exclusives do not carry a whole console.
All right, I'll give you that. So, but if Xbox is so supreme to PlayStation, then why is PlayStation more popular globally?
Because you want to know why? Marketing, but marketing doesn't actually equal success. Okay, just because you can market something doesn't mean you're actually providing a good product. Okay, Xbox, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be blunt. I'm gonna say a bad word. They fudged up the marketing for Xbox.
You're not
CD,
wrong.
you agree? I can tell. I can tell.
You're not wrong. This has been one of Microsoft's problems for years, is that they don't have, or they did, well, they have a better standing now, but they didn't have a footing in Japan, and that was what kind of hurt them the most. Like Japan had Windows, of course they did. Japan was using computers. Japan is kind of like but Japan is where Nintendo operates. Japan is where Sony operates. Of course, those two companies are going to do better in Japan because that's
Japan's biased. That's why Nintendo still has success even after all of the the scummy stuff that they've done, right? Xbox, American company, full support. I'm a patriot, Leechy. Okay, I'm a patriot. And Xbox, I stand by them all the way, but it's not a biased thing, okay? I've had
Callum
both,
McHugh
okay?
super chatted $20.04. Him with Leesy PlayStation is the best. Xbox has gone downhill for me. PlayStation for life.
That person is retarded.
Period,
okay?
Callum. Period.
But
Thank
look,
you so much for your dono and your rightful opinion.
Thank you,
when
Callum.
it comes to
Okay.
consoles, I'm bisexual, okay? I've had Xbox and PlayStation. But
So have I.
But with marketing, PlayStation does better. With exclusives, yes, PlayStation may have some good games, but they've all fallen off. Okay, like me, okay? But Xbox, their service is better. Customer service is 100% better. I've been screwed over by PlayStation so many times, but with Xbox, I bought a game on sale, was charged full price multiple times, which yes, sounds terrible, but then they gave me the game for free. Xbox also gave me 6 months free of Xbox Live just for being a member of Xbox Live. I know, it's random. I won it. It's like the lottery. But Xbox takes care of their people. They actually care. The only thing that held them back is they got too ahead of their time. And they brought up the surveillance stuff that people were scared of. The camera's always on with the Xbox One Connect. Okay? Yeah, but 2029 cameras are always going to be on. And it's going to be publicly known. Right now, cameras are always on. Guys, I gotta go.
Okay.
Well, that's fun. He made a lot of my points for me, so that's awesome. Thanks, Twiggy.
All right. You're saying that So you said that the fan base or community for Xbox is better, but it's not because PlayStation has an overall larger community.
That doesn't make it better. It just means that more people are over there, and they have a lot more over there, partially because of their success in Japan.
super chatted $9.99. PlayStation has always been more successful. Xbox just had historic layoffs. They already said no more consoles.
That's not true.
As of now, if you have a PC, you can play all Xbox has, but never all PlayStation has.
Exactly. I could play everything I could play everything on an Xbox on my PC.
Correct.
Xbox is a glorified PC.
It is, and that's one of the reasons I like it so much. But this is the same thing about the PS4 and the PS5.
But
hold on a second.
It's no longer a console at that point.
You understand?
No.
You understand that the PS4 and the PS5 are built on x86 architecture, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, that doesn't mean anything. All the consoles on the market right now are glorified computers.
Yeah, but, not really, though, because Xbox straight up is just a glorified PC. Whereas, sure, yeah, they're using, PC components, but they're still consoles. At this point, Xbox is no longer really a console, because, it's nothing original. It's a mixture of PlayStation and a PC.
Well, the reason... What you're saying right now is is one of the many reasons why the Xbox fans are so excited about whatever comes next. Because if the next Xbox that's coming, they are working on it, is going to do what they're teasing, which is to blend all the markets, make their next Xbox function a little more similarly to a computer, that's what people are asking for. People are going into the direction of wanting Microsoft to make an Xbox that they can actually play their Steam library, their GOG library, their EA Origin library, God forbid, on. They want that system that's the one-stop shop for everything. And Microsoft knows this, and they're going in that direction.
Cyberfootball super chatted $10. CD, how are the haptic controllers on the Xbox?
Oh, yeah. Take your haptics and shove them.
Yes, that was my next point. All right, so you know what? You want to say that Xbox overall, they're better than PlayStation just based on the tech itself.
$9.99. TBH, both Xbox and PlayStation have been asked this gen.
Facts.
They just don't compare it to PCs. But you want to say... No, hold on. hold on. Let me finish my statement. You want to say that Xbox overall, like, as the console, is better than PlayStation, but I bring you the fucking controllers.
What about
Xbox, not only is their controller fugly, but it just does not compare to a PlayStation's.
That sounds like something a PlayStation fan person would say, because I use my Xbox controller for everything. I love it.
You can use a PlayStation controller for everything.
I could, but I don't want to. I'd rather use my Xbox controller.
And that's stupid because
No,
an
it's
Xbox,
not.
because the PlayStation, yes it is, because the PlayStation controller is so much better. It has so much more, like, it has advanced haptics, okay, adaptive triggers, and it has a built-in microphone and speaker. Twiggy! Get out of here!
No, I said I was done calling in, but Xbox controllers are so much more comfortable than PlayStation controllers. As somebody who owns both, haptics are for people. Haptics are for men who enjoy other men sitting in their laps. Haptics are for women who enjoy other women's company. Okay, look, that's not a homophobic thing, but I gotta.
Praise.
He's lucky left because I was about to DC him. That's lies, okay? And if you actually believe that, you're fucking delusional. You're absolutely delusional, okay? Because the PlayStation controllers are comfortable. I don't like the Xbox controllers. I think they're fucking stupid, all right? They're big as fuck for no reason, okay? Like, ooh, you're pissing me off, CD, because you're being purposefully oblivious.
You won't think that way after Saturday. What do you mean they're too big for? They're not. They're the same size.
No, look at it. It's fucking fat as shit for one reason.
Not. No, it's not.
Yes, it's literally. Look, you can see it peeking out behind the PlayStation controller.
The grips are a little different. They're the same size.
No.
You.
It's peeking out behind the PlayStation controller.
No, I don't.
You can literally see it behind the PlayStation
this.
controller.
I don't believe this. See, you're so. Look.
Okay, I don't have eyes.
And the controllers are personal. All right, time out. First and foremost, thank you guys. We've reached 50% of the Pokemon cosplay stream goal. Keep that up. Appreciate it. We wanna see that met. So keep hitting that. We appreciate all your love and support. All right. You're the one that's not being objective here. Now, yeah, am I willing to concede? Am I willing to concede the microphone and like extra functions? Yeah, of course I am. You know why I'm willing to concede those? Because they don't improve the experience any. They're just immersion tactics.
Do.
No, they don't.
Bro,
they
okay.
don't mean anything.
No,
Cybertriple
bullshit.
super chatted $10. Imagine owning COD and not having haptic controllers.
I don't need to imagine it. I play COD without haptic feedback. I don't need it.
Yeah, and it's ass, and you don't want to admit it.
No, I just don't need it.
Yes.
I'm not used to playing with it.
Okay, so because you're not used to playing with it, and that shows how different it is. It's such an upgrade that you noticeably see the difference. Like,
all right.
So you're choosing to downgrade because you're uncomfortable with the upgrade.
All right. If we're gonna have this conversation, we need to discuss very briefly what haptic feedback actually is. So, to put it simply, haptic feedback provides users with tactile sensations. They give them the sense of touch in digital or virtual environments. So I don't find that I need that when I'm playing any game. I find that my rumble is just enough. As long I don't need to be like immersed any further in the situation. I don't need like.
You're not fully enjoying the game.
I enjoy the game just fine. I don't need to feel
but
like
not to its fullest extent.
What is the fullest extent? Do you need to feel like you're getting shot to enjoy the experience?
Fuck yes.
Oh,
absolutely.
You are masochistic. That is sad.
No, I'm not. I just enjoy things to the fullest potential. It's fucking stupid to not. Okay? It's literally going around life half-assed.
I don't agree.
It's doing things half-assed.
Okay, here
It's
comes this.
It's going to an amusement park and not going on any of the rides.
No, that's dumb.
Yes.
Here comes these comments. It was like, well, the PlayStation's better because the Xbox controllers still need batteries. It's like, you want to know why they still need batteries? Because internal batteries
because they suck.
Because internal batteries in controllers fail. I have 3 PlayStation controllers that all have their batteries that aren't working correctly. And I have
then
to
that
open
just
them
sounds
up
like a design flaw for you or a user error, because I've had the same PlayStation controller for years, and it has never quit on me.
It's not user error when the controller itself dies.
Error.
How is it user error?
Yeah, it is. You're probably fucking throwing that shit, or the lack of use is making it all rusty.
Oh, BS. You don't know that.
I've had the same controller for years, CD, and that shit still works.
That's good for you.
User fucking error for you.
That's good for you. That's good for you. That's not a skill issue. It's not a user error. Things fail. And when things fail, I'd like it to be easy to fix. But you have to take security screws to the controllers for PlayStations and actually take out their batteries, order internal replacements, which are probably expensive. It's less of a headache to just get battery packs. I think you're stuck again. Great. This is cool. Yeah, see, I'm losing my internet connection less today, but Discord's just on its nonsense. Are you back?
Well, that's that scared the fuck out of me.
Yeah, see, it's on your side today because that happened to you while Twiggy was still talking and he was okay. Discord be doing this sometimes.
I have full internet, and my Discord hasn't dropped yet, because normally it does. Normally it lets me know when it drops.
Locale updates. I'll read this because I think it's funny. Lisi, was it nice having Mike's hernia on your back? Locale updates is asking that, not me.
Yeah, I'm not gonna address that. Okay. And it's fucked that you read it out loud.
Well,
I don't okay, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna next time Locale update says some shit about you, I'm gonna read that shit out loud since
go ahead. Fine, that's fair game.
But back to the fucking topic at hand, which is the fucking hepatic.
Powerage, thank you. You love and hate things from each company. Screw Nintendo for price gouging, though. Well, yeah, screw any company that price gouges. I'm not saying that Nintendo's been the golden boy of good behavior. Obviously, they're not. But they've done a lot of good in the community too. So I mean, every company has. Thank you for that. Go ahead.
Let's get back on the topic of hepatics.
What's there to keep discussing? I don't think it improves the experience that profusely.
It does, though. It does, because if you're walking, like if there's a scene that's rainy, you can literally feel it on your controller, and that just that fully, that makes the entire experience so much more livable. It really feels like you're in the game, and that's what I like about games. When I feel like I'm in it.
It improves the immersion, but if you're not looking for the immersion, it just doesn't matter.
If you're not looking for the immersion, then what the fuck is the point of playing the game?
I play games for story.
And you want... Bro, if you're playing for story, how do you not want immersion?
I don't need to be immersed in every single thing. It's just how I feel about it. I don't know. I was engaged by the content. That's just how I feel. But
you're not fully enjoying the content to to its fullest extent.
But why do I have to? Why can't I just be happy with what I have? Because that's a downgrade. Why would you not have an upgrade when you can? Because
why would you settle for a downgrade?
Because some people are just happy. I don't get it. I don't know. Maybe when the next Twiggy, what?
I'm so sorry to do this again, but
He's not going to.
Oh, well, she has officially had enough. Okay. Yeah, some people just don't need the haptics to enjoy the gameplay. That's kind of true. That's how I feel. I'm happy enough without it.
That's just sad.
But I don't like, even without the upgrades, I'd still say that I'm just happier with the controller better. I'm happier with the Xbox controller. I think ABXY always makes way more sense than whatever it is that PlayStation wants to use. PlayStation is so weird that they use the X for their A and confirm, but they use the circle for their deny and back, which is totally bass-ackward. Tell me how that makes any sense. So that flies in the face of how it works in Japan, which is, I find, really even more entertaining, because Japan, like, you almost universally uses circle for confirm and X to deny, but they get it backwards on all their games. So I don't know, that's just funny. Also, sticks, asynchronous sticks all day, every day. Left stick high, right stick low. If you're playing with your sticks both at the same height, you are a sociopath. You're not okay. What's wrong?
What? Oh, I thought it cut out again. That's all. But you know what? Fuck it. You want to not enjoy the immersive experience to the best of your abilities. You're weird for that, but whatever. Okay. Say
Cyberfable super chatted $10. It's not X, it's cross mark emoji.
Yeah, it's a cross symbol. We've all heard it before. I don't care. But thank you though.
Rody super chatted $10. Do a top 10 exclusives between the consoles.
We can get there.
Okay. So you know what? I'll get off the controller topic, and let's go to the loading speeds.
You want to talk clock speeds? You know that the Xbox Series X has a faster clock speed than the PS5 does, right?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't.
It absolutely does. Like,
the SSD on the PlayStation is faster than the Xbox's SSD.
I didn't say
the
their
Series
SSD.
X.
I didn't say their SSD. I said it has faster clock.
No,
speeds.
I wasn't talking about clock speeds. I was talking about loading times. The SSD is faster than the Xbox Series, making it have a faster loading time.
Let's track that. Let's see. Hold on. So let's see. The PS5's SSD is proprietary. It's not available in the market. Smaller than this Xbox Series X's SSD. It's tuned to run as fast as possible thanks to 12-channel interface, making it a strong performer in terms of speed. The Xbox Series X SSD, on the other hand, has a slight advantage in raw power due to its larger size and more powerful hardware, but the PS5's SSD is designed to be as fast as possible. So there are pros and cons to each one. Hold on. Let me look at this a little further. The I/O throughput for PS5, 5 gigabits a second raw, typical 8 to 9 gigabits compressed. Series X, 2.4 gigabits raw, 4.8 compressed. So, yeah, you got me there on I/O throughput. The SSD is, however, larger on the Series X, larger capacity. The loading times, speed kills Xbox Series X. Why hold on. Yeah. It's really in the performance category, and Microsoft's console takes an absolute beating. Yeah, so you're correct. The SSD is faster on the PS5. However, Xbox's is larger. Given how fast loading times are now,
bigger is not always better.
You're correct.
That's all I have to say.
You're correct, but given how performances and loading times have improved over the years, I would take the larger space to fit my games over a slightly faster SSD. Because Because I'm at the point now where games are too large and they all require to be installed. When that happens, you're spending more time managing your storage than you kind of are just bitching about your loading speeds.
PlayStation has options for more storage. You can get more storage for a PlayStation.
That's a point that I'll give to PlayStation. I've always thought that it was really cool that that Sony makes it easy to swap out the SSD. Because both of these aren't without their points of contention, right? The SSD has been a point of contention for Xbox for me, that you aren't able to actually swap that out with a bigger model on the inside. I also am not a fan of them firmware locking out compact flash adapters so that people can buy their own SSDs and make use of that. I don't see what the point of that is. They keep saying that it's something to do with they keep saying that it's something to do with making sure that all their games run as fast as possible, but even then I think that that's a bad argument, especially when your expansion cards cost an arm and a leg. So both I'll give credit where credit's due. That's an L on Microsoft's side. But thankfully, Western Digital's coming in to save the day on some of this stuff.
So you know what? I'll give it's 4-1 in PlayStation. PlayStation's winning.
4-1 in what? How are you measuring this?
Okay. So, one, PlayStation's better because it's older, all right? It has a better haptics, a better SSD, and what was the fourth one? And it has the capacity, it has the opportunity to add more SSD and more space. And Xbox, all they have is maybe a longer lasting controller.
Okay, but we're not doing this like we're keeping score. You still haven't convinced me that I'm in the wrong.
Score.
You can keep score if you want. Score. You're not convincing me that PlayStation is better. And
I don't need to convince you. I don't need to convince you anymore because the facts speak for themselves. If you want to ignore the facts, that's on you.
Whatever. See, this is typical of a Sony fan person. This is always how this works.
Roman super chatted $9.99. Hi CD. Name me a game you liked on Xbox in past 5 years. Spider-Man, God of War, Death Stranding, Ratchet and Clank, Horizon, Ghost of Tsushima, Gran Turismo. I can go on. And that's all that matters.
We talked about this briefly already. That's not that point doesn't matter to me. I didn't play Death Stranding. I probably don't intend to. It looks boring as sin. I never played Ratchet and Clank. Spider-Man was great. Yeah, it absolutely was, but you can play those on PC. Never played God of War. Didn't play Horizon, didn't play Ghost of Tsushima, and I don't understand racing simulators. They don't look fun for me either. I'd rather play arcade racers. So I don't really get the point you're making. The point you're making probably speaks to exclusivity, which isn't really a helpful point anymore when your games just get put to the PC anyway. And yeah, that's the same thing I used to dog on Microsoft about when I was a Nintendo fan person. I always said that Nintendo had the right idea because you can only find your games in one place, Nintendo hardware, unless you're emulating it illegally. So go ahead.
There's something I want to address real quick. Lil Cal said yesterday she was puking, and now she's got mood swings. I'm not pregnant, guys. What the fuck? Also, I have mood swings because I have a personality disorder. Like, what? I've discussed this multiple times. My mood is constantly switching. That's it. So if I snap 1 second and then I'm calm the next, that's a part of who I am. I take mood stabilizers to help with it, but sometimes it just pops out.
Yeah, it's I understand it. I mean, I take antidepressants, so I get it. It doesn't help with everything.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I'm not saying I'm not having fun today. This is always kind of fun.
Bro, y'all actually low-key are upsetting me with the pregnancy thing. Because like it's very hard for me to get pregnant. So like that's hitting a soft spot. Not gonna front.
All right. I'm ooh. Never okay.
Not
Never
gonna
mind.
front.
No. Never mind.
Back to why PlayStation is better than Xbox. It just is. Xbox sucks. PlayStation supreme.
I still disagree. There's a number of things that I hold over. I hold in high regard for Xbox over PlayStation. Like their quick resume function is amazing, and that's because of how the operating system and how the Xbox works. I will take Xbox's UI over PlayStation's any day of the week. I love what they're doing in the back end with the Xbox OS. I have a further understanding of this now, and I think it's intelligent as hell. The Xbox OS is a giant freaking hypervisor, and I think that's brilliant. A hypervisor for anybody that doesn't know, it's a system. It's like an application in certain areas. It can even be a full operating system that enables virtual machines to run on a computer or something that functions like a computer. You see hypervisors in Windows Server or with Windows. That's what allows them to run virtual machines. This is what allows corporations to virtualize a lot of their servers to enable them for backups. Or just virtualize applications, stabilize their network. There's a lot of benefits to running a hypervisor in your company, and in the gaming space, what Microsoft has figured out is that they can incorporate a hypervisor on their console to do some really cool things. When in the Xbox world, when you're running a game or an app, the Xbox is spinning up the hypervisor to open a virtual machine. And if that doesn't mean anything to you, it 100% should, because that's what enables the quick resume function. So
what I'm getting from this is that Xbox really is a glorified PC.
We've discussed this. So is the Xbox, or the PlayStation.
No, not really. Just because it has the same tech doesn't mean it's a glorified
again,
PC.
I don't care if the Xbox is a glorified PC. I want it to become a glorified PC. They're teasing that they're going to make something that is not locked down to a market. That's insane. That's going to open up the Xbox for everything on my Steam library.
Just get a fucking PC then.
I have a PC.
Then why would you want another version of your PC? Like, why would you want a glorified PC?
It's not about what I want. It's about what other people want. The people that can't dump money into a PC and want a cheaper solution that they don't have to sacrifice the performance on. That's what Microsoft's going for, and it's brilliant. Can I get back to my point? So quick resume. If anybody who doesn't know what quick resume is, you're in the middle of a game, but you need to close it, and you don't want to lose all your progress, but you also don't want to just shut the game off. You can play your game, you can tap the Xbox button, you can go back to home. There might be several reasons for doing this. You might need to shut the Xbox off. You might just want to switch the apps. You want to pull up a streaming app, for instance, but you don't want to lose your progress on your game. The hypervisor takes a snapshot of your last progress, saves it to memory, keeps itself available while you're doing something else. And when that task is done, you pull the game back up, and the game picks up right where you left off. The hypervisor is 100% to thank for that function. Guess who doesn't have that? PlayStation. And
that's because it's an actual console.
No, that's not true. That's not why it doesn't have it.
Yes, it is.
It doesn't have
Xbox is a glorified PC.
They don't have it because they didn't think of it. And they're probably kicking themselves that they didn't think of it. I can do this with several different games at once, and I can quick resume between 6 games at once. and I can freely
Because
switch between all of them.
Xbox is a glorified PC.
Oh, you know what you sound like right now? You sound like you're just butthurt. You sound like you're sad that you don't have that function.
You're the one yelling right now, and I'm the butthurt one. That's funny. You're literally chat. Is he not yelling? He's screaming.
You sound like you're sad that you can't do that. You sound like
I don't give a fuck because if I'm playing PlayStation, I don't need to switch between things if I'm playing my PlayStation. When I'm playing my PlayStation, I'm playing one game. That's it. I don't need to switch between things because if I wanted to do that, I'd go on my fucking PC and I'd play the games there because they're all available on my PC.
Okay. And
Bromando super chatted $9.99. CD, look at the numbers in the past decade, Xbox already lost. My PC and PS5 are next to me, my Xbox is dusty in a closet. I play one game at a time, lol.
That sounds like a you problem.
Exactly.
It's
not.
Like, and we've been over this. The sales numbers don't make a console better or worse. We've been over this. You're screaming too. The sales numbers.
I'm not screaming.
The sales numbers don't mean anything in terms of what is better and what is worse. Again, that has to do with a company's marketing or lack thereof. Xbox has traditionally had bad standing in Japan. They never marketed well to Japan. They've had to go out of their way to try to market better. Like we heard this from Phil Spencer when he went and spent a lot of time in Japan trying to get people to come over to their side and start making games for them. And they did. Well, around that time he did, guess who they got? Frickin' Hideo Kojima. He made Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, and it was amazing. And it was just as great when they got Kingdom Hearts. They're making new relationships with Japanese developers all the time. We're starting to get a bunch of anime games on the Xbox now. That never used to happen. Japan had a monopoly on any Japan and Nintendo had monopolies on any anime game that would come out. And now almost every Sword Art game's on Xbox, and it's wonderful. Acidic, thank you for the 2. He says one word, Game Pass. Exactly.
Which I have a PC. I have that on my PC.
And
every time, so pretty much what I'm getting is that every time I bring up a good, valid point, you're gonna say, and instead of rebooking it, you're going to say, and.
Well, you're not telling me what's so bad about it.
That's a pathetic ass argument.
You're not telling me what's so bad about it. Game Pass, you realize that the library is larger on the Xbox Game Pass than it is on the PC Game Pass, right? And regardless,
not for long.
And regardless of if it is, that's still a Microsoft product.
So yeah.
Yeah, see, now you're doing it.
Yeah, that's the whole point, CD.
Okay. See, this is... I don't know. I think that... look, I concede on the point that that PlayStation moves more units. They always have, they always will. But I'm not going to concede on Game Pass being a better product than PlayStation Catalog or PlayStation Plus. PlayStation Plus has never been better than Game Pass, and they're struggling to make it better. Hold on.
Smoochy Wallace super chatted $10. The difference are options. PlayStation has custom screens, built-in mic, haptic feedback, adaptive trigger, sleek design, many exclusives. Most are here to play games. These features give more value for.
So that does go into what I was just about to say to rebuke what you just said, which is that PlayStation doesn't need that large ass catalog that Game Pass offers because again, I can play that elsewhere. PlayStation has way more exclusives, way better exclusives, and its software is designed to work with those exclusives.
Oh, it's always more exclusives. That's the only
because
thing
that is a valid argument.
Hold on to because it's all you have.
No, it's not. Okay, it's literally a comparative. You're bringing up the catalog, and I'm bringing up I can play that elsewhere. That's not necessarily just like an Xbox thing, whereas PlayStation has a more lucrative market in that sense. Like, God damn it.
I don't know. I just we should wind this down. I'll get to some more of my final thoughts. I don't, guys. You've known me for 3 months now. I have a barely hidden disdain for the company of for Sony as a whole. I don't hide that. I don't like Sony. I've never liked Sony. I'm never going to like Sony. I think Sony is probably next to Electronic Arts. I think that Sony is the most corrupt company in the entire gaming space. I don't think that they have ever demonstrated a love for any of their customers. I think that they continuously demonstrate a disdain for all
Alex
all their
Goman
players.
super chatted $10. CD, you raise your voice when you talk. I'm sorry CD, I was an Xbox gamer, but PlayStation to me is better off with better graphics.
That's fine. You can think that way. I don't really care. Everyone's free to do what they want to do. I'm not trying to convince you. This was basically a conversation that me and Lisa were having for our own entertainment. Well, I mean, it's for your entertainment too. This was more for us. This was a conversation for us, for you guys to just kind of watch and enjoy. And you guys have engaged with it, and that's cool. Thank you for engaging with this topic. This was fun today, and that's the whole point of this entire show, right? We gave you guys something that you wanted to engage in, and it worked. So thank you for my. Is the date off now? No, of course it's not.
What?
like,
That's stupid. Y'all wanted to hear about tech talk, so we brought in some tech talk. Again, guys, I designed the entire week to bring you more tech talk, and a part of that is me and CD bringing up different opinions and arguing for them on behalf of you guys, and also educating you guys on which lane you would prefer to go in, maybe some features you weren't aware of, and you know, like, just a full analysis of it.
Joe, how about you shut up? This is our show. And we can lock down the chat anytime we feel like it.
Joe's a troll.
Yeah, I know. So 5% tech talk and 95% weird sexual energy. Well, I mean, as funny as that would be, we'd have to rebrand the entire show that way. So I don't think that's going to happen. I think I'm just going to let things flow naturally. But yeah, of course we're both still going on the date. You think we're so superficial that we're gonna like the argument that we had today is it doesn't mean anything on the grand scheme of things, guys. We both have preferences. That's all it means. We're both we're both adults. We're capable of having a difference of opinion. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Like
absolutely.
A difference of opinion between Xbox and PlayStation doesn't define a working relationship or a romantic one. It's really stupid that anybody would imply that it does.
I don't know. I just don't know if I can go on a date with an Xbox fan.
Oh, you can, and you'll still enjoy it either way.
That's like going on a date with someone who's like willfully ignorant.
Oh, girl, this Xbox fan will have you leave wanting from. Yeah, the Xbox fan will have you leave wanting for more. Don't even start. So.
I'm not going to address that.
What is this face? What is this face you're making?
I'm not going to address it.
Okay. All right.
I'm not going to address it.
Okay.
Oh, Lisi, can you explain the kid behind the camera stuff so people aren't just assuming things? You dodging it makes it suspicious. So I haven't dodged it, and I've addressed it multiple times. I have never been a thing with Michael. I will never be a thing with Michael. We joke around, and if you're referring to like the pictures and like on my Twitter and me saying I think I just ruined a marriage, it was a storyline. It was a prank. If you watch the episode, it was a prank. I'm friends with Bridget. I love Bridget. I message her regularly. So there is no beef, no ill will. Yeah.
Cool. That said, I'm going to take just a moment to make one more appeal to the staff at Radio Sega, and to the community. I might need your help. I'm at the point where I don't know if I'm interested in getting my job back at Radio Sega anymore. I can really do without it. I wasn't really doing anything. The fact that I won't be able to do special events with them anymore make me sad, but I could always do podcasts on my own without their help. I still have contacts to people like Mike Pollock and Roger Craig Smith and Ryan Drummond and a bunch of voice actors in the industry. I could reach out to them anytime and put on a podcast. But
there is one more thing I want to go over before we end.
Sure,
So,
I'm gonna make this quick.
okay.
If Viper, I'm gonna say this out loud in the hopes that people are clipping this or people are trying to send this your way. I'm gonna make one more appeal to you. Please, it's still not too late. This can and will get so much worse for everybody. Please, I'm begging you, message me before it gets too late. It's the only option you have to stop this entirely. Otherwise, I can't and will not be held responsible for what comes next. All right. That said, go ahead. What's up?
I'm gonna send you a link, or actually, it's in announcements. The Radio Sega website.
Oh, the RadioSEGA.org. Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to look at it, so I want you to pull it up. For some reason I can't screen share on my laptop, so I'm gonna have to look that over.
Yeah, this is amusing. I can't believe Gino was able to put this together in like an hour.
Like,
Gino's amazing.
Yeah.
So this is a freaking cop outfit. Okay, well,
wait, turn the sound on. Turn the sound on.
Oh man.
Fuck Radio Sega! CD-Rom! 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 Fuck Radio Sega! CD-Rom!
down.
From CD-Rom! Pro!
Justice for CD-Rom. I can't. Okay.
I can't read
Mute it.
Radio!
All right. I'm gonna read it out.
Go ahead.
CD-Rom was more than just a member of the Radio Sega community. He was a passionate Sega fan, a knowledgeable contributor, and someone who actually gave a damn about preserving Sega's legacy. The truth about Radio Sega. Sorry, I'm trying to full screen this shit so I can read it better. Radio Sega has become a cesspool of corruption, run by power-hungry moderators who care more about their tiny internet kingdom than the actual Sega community. They banned CD-ROM for what? Speaking truth? Having opinions? Refusing to kiss their asses? They can't handle different opinions. Censorship central. Power-tripping mods, bootlicker paradise, community destroyer. They fear what they can't control. CD-ROM represented authenticity and a community drowning in fake moderator worship and censorship. And now we're exposing the lies. The ban. No real reason given. No community vote. Just a power move by insecure mods who couldn't handle someone with actual knowledge or a passion for Sega. And then there was the cover-up. They deleted any mention of CD-ROM. They'll silence anyone who questions the ban. Classic authoritarian behavior from wannabe dictators. And then, the hypocrisy of it all. Radio Sega claims to be for the fans, but bans actual fans who don't conform. They're not preserving Sega culture. They're destroying it. And CD-ROM deserves better. The real Sega community knows the truth. CD-ROM contributed more to Sega culture than any of these corrupt moderators ever will. And Radio Sega is dead to us all. Pull up that manifesto!
So, this is what's left.
Manifesto. We stand with CD-ROM. We stand against censorship. We stand against corrupt moderators who think they can gatekeep Sega culture. Radio Sega has shown its true colors. A pathetic echo chamber run by losers drunk on the tide of power. CD-ROM brought passion, knowledge, authenticity. He challenged the status quo. He refused to be another mindless follower, and for that, they silenced him. But you can't silence the truth. You can't ban passion. You can't moderate away genuine love for Sega. CD-Rom lives on in every real fan who refuses to bow to these censorship-loving tyrants. Fuck Radio Sega. Fuck Radio Sega. Fuck their moderators. Fuck the censorship. Long live CD-Rom. Long live real Sega fans.
All right, that's what we got. Thank you, Gino. Very amusing. I appreciate everybody that's had my back through this. This has been a rough time for me, but I'm getting through it, and I thank everybody that's been in my corner this whole time. All right, I don't have any time left here. I have to throw in the redirect, and then I have to get you guys over to Chubby. It is time for us to go. So let me put that in. Let me put that in super quick.
Hell yeah.
Whoop! Come on, son of a gun.
Bro, you need to set it up first thing.
Yeah, I know. Well, sometimes I have to wait until they have it. They have it actually done, but I can't always do that. All right, it's saved. We're done. Thank you guys for joining us today. This has been a great show. We have to go. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, goodbye, wherever the hell you are on Earth. Make it a freaking good one. We'll see you tomorrow, guys. Take care. See ya.